been too long since I actually made a video. I made some changes. I have a webcam right now. Exciting. And yeah, I'm back for now. For this video, I decided to do a couple of things. I wanted to go over the platinum trophies that I already got. Two would be the games I actually need maybe a couple of hours, maybe less, to get the platinum trophy. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about my first ever platinum trophy. It's Rainbow Six Siege for PS4. It's actually a game that I didn't intend to get the platinum trophy for it, but I actually got it. I have close to, I think, 1,100 hours on PS4 for this game. I was just playing multiplayer. I was having fun with this game and got the platinum trophy for it. For me, it was easy because I didn't mean to get it. But for the PS5 version, I need one trophy to finish the platinum, which I'm gonna probably get on the stream. Shouldn't take more than 30 minutes, max 45. It's a fun game. The game itself, I give it a 9. For the grind, platinum grind, it's harder if you know the game. If you don't know the game, it's not an easy game, basically. So I would give it a 7. The grind. So that was my first trophy. So after that, I tried to get the platinum trophy for this game, Need for Speed Heat. I'm really close to this game to finish this game up. I just need one trophy. Then I should be done. I'm gonna do that also on the stream. And then it went on. Same thing with Stray, really close. And then God of War Ragnarok. It was an amazing game. Story 10 out of 10. Amazing game. Platinum was also hella fun. There were a lot of boss fights, Valkyries, and I forgot what's the other one called. That I had to finish. It was not easy. I didn't do this game on the hardest difficulty. But with that being said, it wasn't an easy game, but it was enjoyable. It was actually a lot of fun to get that 100%. Then I got A Way Out with my friend. It was a fun game. It didn't take us a long time. I think it took us about 10 to 12 hours, maybe around that time, if I'm not mistaken. It was a fun game. Story was really deep. It was good. I played this game a few times, but the latest would be the time that I actually got this platinum, which took around 10 hours. I give this game a 7.5, which is good. I feel like in my book, 7.5 is a good number. Mafia 1. That was my first grindy platinum. It was fun. I loved it. There was this trophy. I gotta find it. You had to finish the race in the hardest difficulty. Yeah, I don't know if it was down, but yeah, that race took about a week of my life, maybe less, like 3-4 days of my life to finish. I had to master that game. It was not easy. I'm gonna find the B-roll of that race, try to put it up just to show you everybody like what does it look like. But it was a fun game. I would give this game a 9. I actually enjoy this game a lot. So a 9 for this game. It's a really good rating. I actually enjoy this game a lot. Then didn't get anything until Biohazard, Resident Evil 7. Let me see how many hours it took to get this. So I actually decided to change where we can look at the trophies, so you can see the hours too, because I think that matters for the video that I'm trying to make. So here we go again. Once again, Rainbow Six Siege, fun game. You know my rating for that. God of War. I actually got the platinum for this game in 66 hours. Mafia also took me 27 hours. Biohazard took around 38 hours. I didn't do any of the DLCs. I might do it later on. Depends on my mood. If I'm, going for 100% in the game rather than getting the platinum. So yeah. Resident Evil 8. I'm really close to get this game done. There are just some 1 or 2 trophies left that I need to finish. Yeah, only one. Once I get this one, this game is also over. That might take around like maybe 10 hours, maybe less, hopefully. I'm not sure. But that's gonna be the biggest grind of that game. And then we get to Need for Speed Unbound. It took me 78 hours. Because I was also playing this game for my own enjoyment too with my friends. It's a fun game. I do recommend you guys getting this game platinum. It's actually hella fun. I would give it a also 7.5. Not the best game ever, but it's enjoyable. The story's kind of boring. I mean, Need for Speed, it used to be all about the story, but I guess not anymore. But the graphics, the gameplay is fun. The challenges we had to do for the trophy was not bad. It would just take some time, but it was actually enjoyable. Uncharted, the Drake collection, the Nathan Drake collection, which includes this one just shows Uncharted 3, but I got Uncharted 1, 2, 3 done. I don't know why it doesn't show all of them here. So it was a good game. The 83 hours that you see, it's for all 3 of them, not just Uncharted 3. If I want to give an overall for 3 of them, would be an 8. 8, I think, is a fair number for this game. It was fun. There were a lot of collectibles, but they were easy to track. That's what I liked about this game, that the collectibles were easy to track. The hardest part of the game definitely was finishing each one on the hardest difficulty. So yeah, I mean, this was a good game. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, which includes Uncharted 4 and the expansion after that. Good game. I definitely like them more than the original, the first 3. I would give it a better rating. I would rate this 8.7. I don't want to give it a 9. I don't want to give it 8.5. So I would go 8.8. You know what? 8.8. It's for this game. Definitely recommend this game. Last of Us Part 1. Only 17 hours. Because I actually played this on normal difficulty. It was fast. This was the 4th or 5th time I actually finished Last of Us Part 1. One of my favorite games of all time. The game itself is a 10 out of 10, but the platinum with the grind, which was, I had to collect, if I'm not mistaken, I had to collect some files, and then find all fireflies, so, and the comics. Yeah, there was a lot of collectibles, definitely from this game. 3.9 rarity. I would say that's pretty rare. It's ultra rare, but based on PlayStation. So the game, once again, the game is 10 out of 10. If you want to add the grind for the platinum, I will give it an 8.5 because it wasn't easy to track some of the collectibles. Like the conversations where if you missed one, you had to just go over a lot of things to figure out what you missed. So that was a decent one. Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man 1. 22 hours. I think that's all for the platinum, the 22 hours. It was a good game. I think I made a video for that, for Spider-Man 1. I enjoyed it. It was a quick one. Collectibles were not bad at all. Everything was on the map. I might go back one day to get that 100%, but I don't know if I have to buy these or not, but I don't know, I might do it one day. Spider-Man Miles Morales. I actually almost finished the video for this game. I was gonna upload, but I got too lazy. I might do it one day. There's a lot of things I want to do one day. First I gotta do what I want to do right now, which is making this video. So, sorry. Let's go back to the first Spider-Man. I forgot to rate it. I would call easy 9 out of 10. It was a good game. Miles Morales, 24 hours. For some reason, it took longer because I started this game a few times, played for like 3-4 hours, never finished it. I had to restart again because I forgot what was happening. So, with that being said, it took longer than what it's supposed to. 24 hours, it's a bit too long for this game. And I would give this game a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. It's fair for this game. It was not bad, but I definitely like the first Spider-Man better. But this one, Spider-Man 2, 31 hours, a 10 out of 10 for me. It's one of the games I would give it a 10 out of 10 with the grind, because the grind wasn't bad at all. It was an enjoyable grind. I was actually look forward to do the grind for Spider-Man 2. It was a good game. 10 out of 10 for you, Spidey. The Order 1886. I think that's a rare. No, it's not that rare, but not many people play this game, I would say. But it's a good game. For its age. This game came out. Let me see when this game came out. Came out 2015, so it's about 11 years old. It has a really good graphic for its age. I was really impressed when it came out. I was like, wow, this is so impressive. But when I was playing it last year, I think, right? Yeah, last year, the FPS, I think it gets locked at 30 FPS since it's on PS4. It does get annoying sometimes. It's like choppy a little bit. If you play it on PC, like if you game on PC, this is gonna be super choppy for you. The game itself, it's like a 7 point out of 10. The grind is also annoying. There's not a lot of collectibles, but it was just hard to track. Like there are games that it would tell you how many kills you got with specific guns, or how many headshots you've done. But this game was actually a blind trophy, or a blind grind, I would say, because I had to just do it and hope that it's gonna count. So with the grind, I would give it a 6. I wouldn't do this game if I want to be honest with you again, but it's an okay trophy. Ninja Turtle. I got this. Excuse me. I got this platinum with 2 of my friends. It's a 2D game. It was fun. We enjoyed our time doing this, and it has a bit of a grind because you have to max every character, I think, or you have to do something with each character. So you have to play through the game a lot, to get this game platinum. So the game itself, enjoyable, a solid 7 out of 10. With the grind, I would give it 6 out of 10. So that one. Heavy Rain. That is the old game, because that game actually came out on PS3, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm right. Heavy Rain came out on PS3 and 2010. Ooh, a good game, to be honest. It's a deep game. I love the story. The voice lines are kind of corny and cringe sometimes, but it's a good story. I love how I think it's the same developer as Detroit Become Human, because it has the same concept, because you gotta make choices in the game that alternate your, how the game's gonna play for you. The game itself, I would give it an 8, but the grind was horrible. It was horrible. I hated the grind. It was horrible. So with the grind, I would give it a 4. I'm being generous, giving it a 4, but I'm still gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Watch Dogs 2. If I want to be honest with you, the first time I played this game, I don't remember anything about the story of the game. But last year I was looking through my trophies to see what are the games that about to be, platinum, and then I saw this one, and I saw I only needed 2 trophies left. So I was like, you know what? Let me just look and see how I can actually do them fast. And I think within 2 hours, I finished this game, got the platinum for it. Maybe a bit more than 2 hours though. But it was a quick grind. It was average. So I would give it a 6, 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. God of War 2018. Was it 18? I think it was 18. Let me know if I'm wrong. Where do I start? I have about 100 hours of this game. I played the story at least twice, maybe 3 times if I'm not mistaken. I think it's at least twice that I played this game. And I think the 3rd time was just me going to clean up the trophies. It was a good game. 10 out of 10. For the grind, for the story, for the grind, everything. This game is a 10 out of 10 game. I would play this game again, even though I played it 2 times, got the platinum. I want to play this game again. Ghost of Tsushima. It was a love and hate grind for me. There were moments. The reason I would say it's love and hate, because I played this game on the hardest difficulty. Because I wanted to challenge myself, or maybe I'm just a challenged person. uh, so it wasn't easy. At the same time, it wasn't the hardest game because the reason the reason I wanted to do this on the hardest difficulty because I wanted to do a Souls game after that, but which I never did. So I owe that to myself to do a Souls game after soon. I'm gonna do a Souls game very soon. Get the Platinum Trophy for a Souls game. I don't know which one, but for one of them, I'm gonna do it. But going back to Ghost of Tsushima, the story was beautiful. The graphics were incredible. So I'm just gonna give it an overall number with the grind for the trophy, the story, and everything. 8.8. Some people might say that's too low for Ghost of Tsushima, but an 8.8, in my opinion, me being super generous with my rating. So let me know what you guys think. How would you guys rate Ghost of Tsushima? Mafia: The Old Country. It was a grindy ass game, not gonna lie. Let me drink some water. Mafia was a grindy ass game, besides the story being actually fun. Which is funny because Mafia 1 and The Old Country have similar stories. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm mistaken, but they do have really similar stories. Some of the missions are pretty similar to each other. And the reason they did that because they had such an unsuccessful a game before them, before Mafia The Old Country, which was Mafia 3. That was such a horrible game. So because of that, they want to go back to their roots, and they went back too much. I mean, there's a lot of similar concept of the first Mafia in this game. They're gonna be DLCs for this game, which I actually don't mind trying it to see if they updated anything, because I remember I would get some lags. I used to be on regular PS5. I do have a PS5 Pro right now with a better screen, so it might be better right now. So I might try to do that. I'm not the main story. I'm just gonna. I really want to try the DLCs. If I'm gonna rate this game, what would I give it? A 7. It's 6.7. 6.7. 6.7 it is for The Old Country. Moving on to Prince of Persia. My favorite part of this game was the soundtracks. The platinum was fun. That was hella fun. It was not easy for me, at least. I was not a big 2D person when it comes to gaming, but that changed my perspective in 2D games. And the game after that I tried to play proves the point that I actually enjoyed 2D game. But Prince of Persia, I'm gonna give it a 8.7 out of 10. But I did enjoy it more than Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna get Prince of Persia a 9. It was just so enjoyable. I loved it. Astrobot, 10 out of 10. I don't have to say anything else. It's just a 10 out of 10 game. I even tried to go for the 100%. The Winter Wonder. The reason I didn't do that was the most boring part of this game. It was that, and I was just so lost into that. I was so confused. What am I supposed to do there? Maybe I just didn't pay attention to these, but yeah, yeah, because I couldn't find all the prisons, so that kind of annoyed me. But beside that, love this game. I love this game. One day I'm gonna replay this game too, just for the fun of it. I really want to play this game just for the fun of it because how some of this some of the levels, especially these, I think it was these or one of these two were actually not easy, and I love grindy, I love difficult levels. All right. Oh, this is. I feel like this is a bit too loud. Let me fix my audio a little bit. Let me go a little bit lower. Yeah, because I'm pretty close to this right now. All right. Moving on to next one. Resident Evil 2. I played this game a few times, but the good thing about that, it always counts towards your. Every time you play this game, counts towards your platinum. So yeah, I love Resident Evil games. They're fun, enjoyable. This was my favorite Resident Evil game, maybe? Was it though? It was top 3 for me. Between Biohazard, this one, and the latest one, Resident Evil 9. So, yeah, these 3 are the top 3 for me. Resident Evil 4, a lot of people love that game a lot. I don't know. I was not a. I enjoyed it, but I like this one better than Resident Evil 4 for sure. So I would give it overall an 8. I would give Resident Evil 2 an 8. Split Fiction. I played this game twice. One with my girlfriend, because she really wanted to play this game. I want to play with her. We had a lot of fun. We fought a lot. It was so fun. And I played with my friend to get the platinum. He didn't enjoy the game, so the vibes, the chemistry for this game wasn't there. So give this game an 8.5 in overall with the story and the grind, because it's mostly about the story. Like there's not much of a grind for this game, except like one trophy that you have to. There are 6 benches throughout the game that you have to sit on. Beside that, there's not much of a grind for this game. And 8.5, I feel like it's a fair rating for this game. Crash Bandicoot. That's the first one, right? That because those 3 come in one game. Crash 1 was the hardest one. The first one was the hardest one. Second one was fun. Third one was kind of annoying, but also the easiest one was the third one. The hardest one on the first one. The most annoying one was actually the second one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Steve, the first one was annoying. There was a few missions, there were a few levels that I was so stuck. It was not easy, but yeah, I think that should wrap it up. Oh, actually, Last of Us 2. I got this game platinum on grounded difficulty. Some people say I cheated, but I would say I couldn't take it anymore. I made some changes that when I proned. So I made some changes when I proned. I wouldn't be detected by the enemies. I know that was corny, but it had to be done. Because there was a part that it actually literally made me cry. It actually made me cry. It literally made me cry. grounded difficulty for Last of Us 2. Hardest game I ever played. Holy shit. Amazing game though. Oh, let me go back. But let me finish this first before I go back. I would give Last of Us a 10 out of 10. Love this game. I played this 2 days ago because I just wanted to play it. Just wanted to restart this game and do one more playthrough. It was fun. 10 out of 10. Going back to Crash really quick. Crash 1. 8.5 out of 10. Crash 2. 6 out of 10. Crash 3. 7 out of 10. Yeah. And I think that's it. Hopefully I rated everything. But I really want to know what you guys think about the games that I finished. Which one do you think is the hardest one? And which one do you think is the easiest one? And yeah, let me know your thoughts. And I see you guys soon. I'm gonna go live. Yeah, I'm gonna go live within the next couple of weeks to do some trophy cleanups. I have a few games that I'm super close to get the platinum, so we're gonna focus on those and get my numbers up. And after that, we're gonna choose what's the next project. All right, thank you, and